Yes, I found Tom MacDonald through this song right here. And so for the very first time, we're going to check it out on this channel. Let's react to Fake Woke. That's right, nearly 4 years ago. January of 2021 was when this song came out, and my God, it was everywhere. It was all over conservative media. I think I found it announced on Glenn Beck. And my God, absolutely. Ever since then, I've been hangover game for life. Blew me away when I saw this. I wasn't sure what the hell I was looking at when I saw tattoos on his face, but holy shit, he resonated with me completely. And obviously, I've been a big fan ever since. And a few years later, I made this channel and I decided to react to a song I didn't even know what was going to happen, but obviously it blew up, and nearly 14,000 subscribers later. I can't thank you guys enough, everyone out there who supported this channel, and to the nearly 80% of you who haven't already subscribed. I love you guys too for checking it out, but if you haven't already, do double tap that like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated and helps out the channel immensely. So that being said, let's get into this. Let's check out, like I said, for the first time ever, one of my favorites, Fake Woke.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump.
I mean, right away, of course, this is when it got to me right away. I mean, it drives me absolutely nuts when you talk about, when you have Cardi B, when you hear songs, Wet Ass Pussy, and you hear songs about rappers, talking about, gang banging and all this kind of crap. It's like, how is this our culture? How is this the world that we live in, where these are the role models that you want people to live from? But yeah, and he gets on here, he's done songs where he talks about race and everything, and he gets attacked for it. How is that worse? How is it worse to be talking about the fact that we have this divide of racism, and yet you push racism on the other side all the time? But that's okay. But what Tom says is, and that's the reason why we love him so much, and that's the reason why he's blown up the way he has. And again, also Eminem, my God, man, I got into rap with Eminem when I was in high school. That's when he became famous, back in the late 90s. And now, yeah, it's absolutely nuts that he doesn't want fans now if they voted for Trump. I mean, he did an awful rap where he's just bashing Trump the whole damn time. And he's such a fucking joke now. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox on that. Let's keep going.
We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never...
Okay, yeah, and we're ashamed to be American. That's absolutely the case. That's what we talk about all the time here on this channel, is the fact that you have the political left. And I know that especially at this point in his career, he's not left or right. Well, now, I mean, he's definitely on our side now. At the very least, it's just like what Roseanne Barr said, that the left has gone so far left that they left her behind. She's still a classical liberal. And it's exactly the same thing here. When he did his rap about they missed after the attempted Trump assassination, and when you have the left, we're celebrating the fact that this happened. Somebody died there. Corey Comparator, I think I get that name wrong. I'm so sorry, but a man died trying to protect his family, and the left celebrates, and the left felt bad because, they were upset that he missed. Fuck you guys. All right, fuck that. And in that song, he even says there that finally he's realized that these political left, that the woke really is truly evil. So here he is saying, and this is nearly 4 years ago, and he's saying here that it is the political left who is ashamed to be Americans. They hate this country so much, and they should love it because they have the freedom to do what they're doing. They have the freedom to say what they want to say. Unfortunately, we're also allowing them the freedom to destroy and kill. Literally, this is happening. But yeah, it's amazing to see the transition for Tom here. Obviously, he's still, I'm sure, absolutely, he's not Republican. We know that. But he's definitely on our side now. and I say our side, I know the vast majority of the fans of this show know I'm right-leaning conservative, but he's absolutely in our camp now because the other side has just gone to pure evil.
Freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
And I love the fact that we finally had, because he obviously, I don't know if he knew this or not, the facts don't care about your feelings. I'm going to assume he knew about Ben Shapiro at the time. So it's great. It's so great that later on we finally got a song with Tom and Ben Shapiro talking about facts don't care about your feelings. They had a whole song based around that. So great. But he's absolutely right in what he's saying here. The allegory that, he's talking about they never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. Exactly. Okay. And we had slaves from Africa here in America, but every single culture had slaves. White, black, you name it. Every single culture had slaves at one point or another. And nowadays, we are enslaved right now. He's not lying. It's a great allegory he's putting here. They gave us tiny screens. We think we're free because we can't see the cage. Yeah, we are in a cage. We're living in a world where we are in our own kind of slavery right now. Where we're being controlled and manipulated by the media and by these little devices that we have in our pockets all the time. So I love that he's pointing that out there. We need to mentally and emotionally break away from this enslavement that we have. I'd like to say that I'm free because I'm more aware of it, but even I'm subject to finding myself down the rabbit hole and being addicted to what I see on the screen every once in a while. So we need to break away from that. Obviously, so yeah, and like I said, the facts don't care about your feelings. I love that. Same old safe zones. It's amazing. They're so fake woke, same old safe zones. This is where they have their ridiculous little they have to have their safe spaces, and that just means that they're able to hide away from things that offend them. Stop being such fucking pussies. It's a culture of fucking pussies is what it is. This fucking woke shit.
Crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
No shit right there. I mean, what a great fucking point. Black Lives Matter. If you're already not aware, they're openly Marxists. The people who are in charge of it, they say that they're fucking Marxists. It's a money grabbing institution that is promoting violence more than anything else. And exactly, and their biggest counter to it was to say all lives matter is racist. No, all lives matter includes black. Everyone's life matters. All right, no one matters more than another group. All right, they're in this idea that they're being institutionally targeted in some way, shape, or form because there are cops killing black people. The statistics absolutely show and prove that it is not the case that black people are being intentionally targeted. If you even think about it, if you see everything that happens to a cop who ends up shooting a black person, don't you think that the cops will be out there saying, I am scared for my fucking life and career to kill a black person, so I'm not going to do it? That's absolutely what's going on. The real statistics out there, look them up, show that the differences between killing of white people versus black people, and also per capita. If you look at the per capita numbers of the population, it is drastically separated. There is no proof in any way, shape, or form that black people are being targeted by cops. It's a complete lie. All right, now that I've given everybody a little lesson there, I hope you guys appreciate it. I get on my soapbox. I think you guys like it, though.
I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family, without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first.
Okay, so I got to get into that. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. He's not wrong there. Absolutely. There is that divide where we just attack each other back and forth. I prefer not to use the term libtards because it's not the liberals. It's the far left. It's the extreme left. Both sides have their bad eggs, okay? I think I said this in the last reaction video. There is bad on both the left and the right. But at least on our side, we at least we separate ourselves from those bad eggs. Okay, we tell them, hey, we don't like you, we don't want to be a part of you. The left, however, they're embracing it. So I get where he's saying, there is the bads on both sides, but at least we're not embracing the far right. Okay, we're not. They're embracing the far left. They're running on. We have a presidential candidate right now in Kamala Harris. Yes, I intentionally mispronounced her name, who is the far left of Lenin at this point. And that's their fucking candidate. So again, I get where he comes from with China. There's bad on both sides. Perfectly fine with that. But we're not embracing the extreme right.
Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves.
Okay, I want to get on that real quick too. I know you guys hate it when I pause too much, but hey, I've got to do the research on this, but I know for a fact that it was at some point, I think, I can't remember what decade it was, but it's absolutely known in history, and I'm going to have this pulled up as a reference from now on so I can tell you exactly what it was. There was a political strategy by the left, by the Democrats, to start calling the right racist, and they started having people in KKK hoods and whatnot showing up at these rallies. It started at one point, and that's been the tactic they've been going with ever since. He's absolutely right. They knew racism sells. That's what they've been doing for decades now. And it started at one point. It was either in the 60s or the 70s. Somebody in the comments section, if you know what I'm talking about, please drop that comment. They've been doing it for decades now, and that's been their main point, is to just keep on labeling Republicans as the racist when that's not the case. It was the Democrats who the Democrats were the slave owners. The Democrats were the ones who started the KKK. This is all the Democrats, and they've just been trying to do the game of projection onto the others. This is what they did, and they're trying to label us as the ones. No, that all started with the Democrats. Don't let people forget that.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety.
This is one of my favorite lines in this song. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. I love that line. I love that's hilarious. And he's putting it off in a serious manner here, but I get a giggle every time I hear that line, man. It's beautiful. Well done.
Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness.
That's okay. So for those of you who don't know or don't remember this actually happened in U.S. Congress. That's right. Congress of the federal government in Washington, D.C., when they gave the opening prayer and he said, amen and a women. That actually fucking happened because these fucking morons who hear amen, all they hear is men in that, and they actually think that means men. So the person who's given this prayer, a pastor, I can't remember the terminology, but he actually said amen and a women. Fuck, you are so dumb. These people are psychopaths.
Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah. Love it. Fucking love it. Thank you for that banger, Tom. Thank you for helping me to find you. I found you through this song, and I can't be more grateful for everything since then. And obviously, the joke at the end, I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die, but I'm just kidding, but everything else I said is right. He's fucking absolutely right on that, man. Again, just awesome song. I love the fact that he mixed in that humor, especially at the end, for such a heavy song. And he's been going hard at this. And my God, I'm so happy for all the success that he's had. And I had to do this video today because he's coming out with the song this Friday. I'm recording this on Monday. He's coming out this Friday for a song. It looks like he's going to be getting on the British cops who are trying to censor people out there in Great Britain over posts on social media and even threatening Americans. So you can go fuck right off there, Great Britain. You want round 3? Let's see how that goes. All right, it ain't gonna go well. You actually want to threaten us? Well, guess what? We're sitting here. We're ready. Bring it. I fucking dare you. That being said, guys, thank you so much again. If you haven't already subscribed, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you do that, also double tap that like and subscribe. And you can share this out there with everyone because you don't got to be a veteran to enjoy this kind of content. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Oh, God! Ah!